Welcome to the SIP School. To start off with, we'll tell you quickly about the SIP School and how to get your course licenses, and then show you a taster from each of the modules in the course. Here is the main SIP School homepage. If you click on the Courses button, you'll see all of the courses that we have on offer at the SIP School, along with some demos and course outlines. Click on the Login button to see the login screen. Enter your details and you'll see the courses that you have access to. If you click on the Purchase button, you will see this screen whereby, if you have bought from the SIP School before, you enter your existing details, or simply register as a new customer. The News button will take you to our sister site at www.siptraining.co.uk. Here you can see our SIP blog that we keep updated with all news that we find interesting related to SIP. To help revise your SIP codes and methods so that you can take your SSCA test, why not load the SIP gadget into your iGoogle homepage? Register and you'll see even more lists to play with. If you work for a company that needs to offer SIP training to clients and staff, then you can apply to join our Authorised Partner Scheme. Successful applicants can then earn money whilst we do all the hard work. This is a diagram that shows you all of the major components of a SIP network. It is an overview, and all of these services will be explained in more detail during the course. Here we have user agents, such as a SIP VoIP phone, a wireless PDA, or a soft phone. A SIP proxy to assist in the discovery and setup of the session between user agents. A SIP registrar that user agents use to register their current location on a network. A SIP location server contains the registered location information. Usually, the registrar and location services run on the same server. Another SIP proxy is used here to again assist in the session setup. More SIP user agents on the remote network. A SIP gateway will translate signaling, and probably media as well, so that SIP devices can communicate with legacy devices. A legacy PBX is shown here to demonstrate the connection between the SIP gateway and non-SIP devices. The SIP gateway also allows for connectivity through to the PSTN to allow communication between SIP and non-SIP devices. The number of SIP networks and devices in use may be growing quickly, but they still need to communicate to the PSTN. The modules SIP-T and the PSTN will tell you how SIP devices communicate across the Internet via proxies to their chosen ITSP and out across the PSTN to PSTN telephones, along with other company PBXs connecting to analog or digital devices and non-SIP voice over IP implementations. SIP trunking is where a lot of companies will take their first steps into the world of SIP. As well as connecting PBXs to telephony service providers as an alternative to traditional trunks, SIP trunking has the capabilities of connecting many complementary servers and other systems in order to provide advanced communication services. Of course, things can go wrong, and the troubleshooting module in this course is designed to get you set up with SIP accounts and SIP devices and show you how to use tools such as Wireshark to help you find problems in your configuration. Wireshark is a program that is designed to assist in the troubleshooting of comms problems. In this demo, you will see the basic layers of the program plus a simple network capture. In the full course, you will look at SIP and SDP messages in great detail, along with creating and analyzing SIP ladders like the one on the right. This column shows the frame number of the captured packets. This column shows the time delta of captured packets, that is, the time measured from the start of the capture. This column shows the originating IP address or device name of captured packets. This column shows the destination IP address or device name. This column shows the protocol that initiated the packet. The information column can sometimes be all you need when analyzing traffic, as it summarizes all of the main details of the packet in a few words. The packet detail window allows you to drill down deeper into a single packet to look at the detail of each of the layers of the packet. The hex characters from the binary of the packet are also shown in the bottom window pane for analysis. If information is sent in clear text, then you may see some very interesting details appear on the right-hand side of this window. There are many SIP codes that you may see on a network, and the SIP school covers these 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 and 600 style codes. Here you can see some 400 style client failure responses which are sent when a negative final response to a request from a caller has been received. Click on the error codes below to see the explanation and use the search box to find something specific. 404 not found. 404 is returned when the user being called does not exist in the domain, such as sipgate.co.uk, specified. Try checking what has been dialed. 400 bad request. 401 unauthorized. 402 payment required. 403 forbidden. 404 not found. For detail on all of these, please get your access license at the SIP school. The module SIP and Voice over IP aims to be a refresher on Voice over IP, describing voice sampling and codecs, going into detail on the real-time protocol and the real-time control protocol, providing a refresher on quality of service and Voice over IP, and will also show you where SIP and SDP fit in. To help you understand how SIP and SDP fit in a VoIP network, this module describes various types of SIP-SDP messages found on your network using Wireshark. This example shows a 200 OK reply to an invite message. In the full course, we'll look at all of this detail, but here you can see that this message is using the default SIP port 5060. With all of these kind of attack possibilities, it is easy to see that security must be a top priority when working with SIP and Voice over IP. The security module in the course covers authentication, authorization, encryption, firewalls, NAT and NAT traversal, attacks and responses. Click on the plus sign next to the attack type to find out what you are up against. Denial of service attacks are by using tools such as Whois, DNS and even Google, it is pretty easy to directly harvest telephone numbers. Distributed denial of service. Hacking is eavesdropping covers it. If you do not secure voice RTP media streams, it is a possibility that someone could use a tool such as Etherreal, Wireshark or Vomit to capture voice. Spoofing is the interjection and ARP poisoning, call pattern tracking. Enum, along with DNS, is being rolled out across the world, and hopefully we will reach a time when instead of having really busy business cards, all we'll need is one number for people to remember. If they dial it, Enum will give their phone or other device all the information it needs to get in touch with you. This module explains how Enum works, especially with DNS, and how you can start getting it to work for you. Your license to access the training material at the SIP School also gives you the chance to become qualified as a SIP School Certified Associate. Take the test and get qualified as an SSCA to hold what is being recognised as the Premier SIP certification. Thanks for taking the time to view this demo. Now why don't you take the course and get your SSCA certification now by visiting www.thesipschool.com.